Hey, I'm Maggie. I'm a holistic therapist. I do energy healing and I am a clinical mental health counselor. So I integrate the mind, body, and spirit when working with folks on their healing path. So this is a place where I put little videos of content that can help my clients and anyone else who's interested along the way. All right. Today I thought it would be good to talk about a concept called reparenting. And I think it's really helpful to learn a lot about, your attachment pattern and about yourself a bit and everything. But at any point in time, you can help nourish and heal what many call like the inner child. I think sometimes we're in relationship with folks and things come up, like we get really activated by something that happens and there's stuff going on in the relationship, but what it brings, that activation, or some folks say triggering, usually touches upon something from earlier in life that is more significant or in need of love. So it's hard in those moments to slow down and get curious, because a lot of the time when that happens, we're too much in our response, and the part of our brain that wants to keep us safe, that's the priority at that time. The part of our brain that comes back online when you calm down, the part that can help you get curious and explore a bit about what that was all about when they made that comment and it just caused something inside you to go, ha, or hurt so much and was just felt devastating, when in the moment someone else just looking in and watching wouldn't think that much of it. And I think when things calm down and you can look back on those moments, it can be helpful to ask the question, what does that remind me of? And if it's hard, if it just seems way too disconnected, you can look at that memory again, this recent interaction, and just kind of dip your toe into the feelings of it, not dive all the way in, because that might put the other part of your brain back online, right? But to just sit and think about, okay, what they said, reimagine it, track it, and then once the feeling starts to rise up in you, don't go all the way. And hold that level of that experience and ask yourself, what does this remind me of? Another really helpful question at that time is, when was the first time that I remember feeling like this? And a lot of the time, you will have a memory from earlier in your life. It might not be the very first time that you felt that way, but it might be enough of a memory that it opens the door to reparenting. And that's the term where you are right now, who you are right now, knowing what you know with your whole mind and being from your life experience at this time, can bring comfort and nourishment to that person that you were in a way that feels very real. And maybe it's realer than real. Who knows? But when asking that question, when was it that I remember, when I first remember this feeling? Oh my gosh, it was when I was sitting in the classroom in 3rd grade and Miss Myers said yada 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 to me because I was reading my book and I was supposed to be doing math. It could be something much more like big T trauma ish as well. And if you can, just keep the toe dipped in and not dive all the way in. And get a vision of who you were at that time. Just see yourself at that age as if you're sitting side by side now. And you can ask yourself, what do they need? You can ask out loud to that part of you, what do you need? How can I show you love? How can I show you safety? And that part of you, most of the time, will express something back. You'll get an idea or a thought or hear, very concretely, that part of you make a request. And it could be, hold me. It could be, tell me it's gonna be okay. It could be a lot of different things, right? And if in your mind's eye, you take that request and move into it in a nourishing, caring, loving way, the way that you wish would have played out at that time, it can be a very, very healing, helpful experience and help create a shift, because that part of you has been holding this for so long and has been doing such heavy lifting with it. And when you meet it and bring love in, the love that you needed and deserved and were worthy of at that moment and did not receive, in fact, received mistreatment, it kind of seals a hole up or something. It takes all that energy that has been spent coping and holding that emotion and just sets it free to do something different. It transmutes it. And this is a beautiful, accessible, alchemical way to live your life, and it can heal so many other parts of your life. You might see a big difference the next time you have a similar present day interaction and notice, like, oh my gosh, that didn't sting and set me off like this one day, and I think that we kind of nibble at things, There's a lot more to our life experiences than just one isolated moment, right? So I just thought I would bring that nugget of reparenting, and that's just a small part of so many other possibilities that exist for healing and nourishing those parts of us that are carrying so much, so that you can cope and exist and function,